Hi, and welcome to Tea Leaves Programming. We're programming like it's 1979. You might recall last year, I spent a lot of my Haskell for Dilettantes videos playing, quote-unquote, Emudevs, E-M-U-D-E-V-Z, a game that held you by the hand and brought you along to have you implement an Nintendo Entertainment System emulator in JavaScript. The game was great. It was frankly my highlight of 2025. It gave you the design for the emulator, gave you a little hand-holding up front, but then by the time you got past the intro to the game, you're writing Java, you're learning enough JavaScript to write this by yourself. I had a blast. Then, at the end of 2025, I decided for some harebrained reason to take the emulator design that Emudevs had provided and port it to the Haskell programming language. Again, I was shocked by how well this worked. Well, dear viewer, I'm doing it again. I've had another harebrained idea. Now I'm going to take my Haskell emulator and port it to the Lean programming language. Lean 4, to be precise. I've used Lean, but not as a programming language. I have this bee in my bonnet about formal verification and proof assistance. I've tried a number of these proof assistants and kind of bounced off of them until I came upon Lean, and I've been playing with it a lot as a theorem prover, as a proof assistant. I know, like many of these proof assistant languages, you can use it as a functional programming language, and at least in the case of Coke/Roke and Agda, I don't think many people actually use these to write true apps. But Lean has had a lot of attention lately as a tool for formalization of mathematics, and more people are starting to use it to write actual programs. So I'm kind of curious about this question of, could I use Lean to actually run a real program with real input and output? Now, as I do this, the goal is to use some of the cool language features that Lean offers. Spoiler alert on screen, there's a case where we're actually carrying a proof with a type declaration saying that, we don't just have an array, we have an array that is a specific size. In the world of type theory, this is called subtyping. I have heard it described before as dependent types, but there may be some subtle difference between what Lean is doing and what true dependent types are. I'm not fully on board with this yet. We'll see as we go. And the questions that I have are, 1, how complicated is this to do? 2, what kind of performance impact, if any, is it going to have on the code that I write? So we're gonna find that out as we go along. Can we actually use this language to draw pixels? And the short answer is yes. The second episode of this series, the very first thing I have to do is get some bindings to some graphical library, such as SDL. I ended up not choosing SDL, but hopefully the way I've designed this, it is modular enough that if the thing I did choose, I'm saving that for the next episode, ends up not being appropriate, I think I should be able to use SDL if I need to. I've been working for a long time. I have, in my entire career, managed to avoid ever having to write foreign function interface code. I've used FFIs, but I've never had to actually make one work. And so, completely to my surprise, the very first thing I had to do with this extremely high level, extremely functional language was get down into the nitty-gritty and write C code, because I had to provide an FFI to the graphics library that I chose. Very surprising to me that happened. Along the way, I learned some interesting facts about how Lean is compiled that kind of shocked me at first, and then the more and more I thought about them, the more they made sense and the more I like them. So it's early days, maybe you're going to see me getting frustrated, but I am becoming Lean build as we speak. So that's the outline of this next sort of mini-series of Tea Leaves programming a Nintendo emulator to Lean, and we will get to see it work, hopefully, as we go along. One course structural note, I knew Haskell well enough to actually code kind of live on stream and have people watch me hit dead ends. Man, I don't know Lean, and So I've done a little bit so far, and 90% of the time is me reading manual pages, and that is not good video. So rather than coding this live for the most part, I'm going to be doing a little bit and then coming back and making a video about what I did. Map of the course so far, I've only got 2 episodes other than this one mapped out. We have this one, the introduction. The second episode is going to be all about the foreign function interface. I will show how that is written. The third episode is going to be about the cartridge and ROM header, and in particular, the use of dependent types to actually provide us with some formal guarantees about various properties of the code we're writing. That's it. I hope you come along with me on this adventure. The channel is Tea Leaves Programming. The series is programming like it's 1979. It is, I guess, lean for dilettantes. Thanks for watching.